rundown stuff. I'm actually kind of glad I got like 4 of y'all here right now because that's technically a really, really understrength fire team, or rather a normal NATO-sized fire team and a very, very understrength Eastern fire team. But that's all right. We can work with it. Uh, Artie's technically slotted in as fucking senior. Sorry, a squad lead. So Saf, congratulations, you're technically senior rifle.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
slotted in as just rifleman.
Oh well, everybody's currently attached to you in terms of Arma's command chat.
Oh, okay.
So if you and Saf want to switch off on that, y'all can, or y'all can roll it like that. I don't really care.
Up to you, Saf.
I don't know, I hate making decisions. There's a reason I never go for leadership positions.
Well, fair enough. I'll stay squad leader.
Fucking. Well, you know what? Fuck it. It doesn't really matter about who's leading the squad and shit today, since y'all aren't doing anything super advanced on that shit. Y'all are gonna be running a shoot house. That's kind of like the general basis for squad tactics and shit. So realistically, it's less do you want to lead a squad and more so do you want to be making the decisions and shit in terms of which which rooms to be clearing and how fast to be going and type shit like that.
I'm really
So
glad I brought the shortest.
yeah,
249.
yeah. We've still got like fucking damn near less than half an hour until op. So realistically, I'm completely cool with fucking repeating myself. But for right now, we're gonna be talking generally just how to maneuver a squad, how to like move it, how to do all that jazz. So squad lead, senior rifle. I'm not gonna ask y'all to do anything right now, and hell, I'm not really in the mood for picking people. It's just gonna be if you hear me say squad lead or senior rifle, that is less a specific person and more of the role. So I'm gonna get that through right here. Uh, we roll fucking 10 bajillion different squad compositions and 10 bajillion different types of squad like equipment layouts and all that jazz. So realistically, here's your plan. Here's the big tip. Normally, squad lead and senior rifle, y'all get the option for grenade launchers. All right. So if you're in a faction that has the RPG, the AT as your firepower type shit, then your senior rifle should probably be grabbing the new tube. If it's a case of the AT person has a 40 mil, then maybe the squad lead wants to take the 40 mil. It just kind of depends. I would basically say if it comes to a case of the squad is going to be expecting to do a lot of advanced shit and the squad lead and 2IC are going to be doing a lot of the, primary assaulting shit, y'all probably want to have grenade launchers so you can, provide your own self firepower. Because notably, everybody should be following the 2IC or the squad lead. And so, you want to make sure you and your 2IC or you and your squad lead are pretty down on their P's and Q's on what the fuck they're trying to do. So, 2IC squad lead, it is y'all's idea to come up with the tactical plan, which is different from the strategic plan. So, if I tell you to take a fucking hill, or rather to take a hill at like, I don't know, fucking 1552, it's got the big ass radio tower on top. It is up to y'all to, figure out how the hell you're going to attack it. I just want to make sure that fucking hill's, taken. So it's going to be squad lead and 2IC coming up with the plan of attack on that. Unless it's a case of, hey, y'all aren't the only squad going up there. Y'all are going to be like the third squad in reserve. So y'all are going to be going up behind everybody. Your entire objective after that is to just prepare that place for fighting and then watch as the other two squads, go somewhere the fuck else. In lots of cases, we're going to attempt to, have it so a singular squad isn't, solving the fucking climate disaster or winning the war, whichever one you figured out doing
I
first.
have a solution to the former, though, with a single squad.
Mm-hmm.
The CEOs of every petrochemical company live somewhere.
Yeah, but genuinely, and generally, if I'm like, hey, squad, y'all are gonna be moving through a village, y'all are gonna be with a platoon. Y'all are a platoon moving through a village. I will likely assign you houses to attack, or at least houses to take, and it is going to be you and the squad leader who are coming up with a planned, detailed note on how the fuck you do that. So, hey, when we dismount out of the BMP, or we dismount out of the MREP, we dismount out of the cars, the fire team in the first car move here, the fire team in the second car move there, etc., type stuff. When it comes to most of the things we get up to, it's going to be a case of, you get to a position, y'all jump out, people start looking around for shit. In general, squad lead, senior rifle, you're going to want to make sure everybody's, communicating with each other what they're doing. So when you dismount out of a vehicle or you come to an area where y'all are needing to get eyes all around, senior rifle, you should make sure you turn around and designate somebody to look behind, and then you go back to looking front. And squad lead, you should be looking for another place to move the squad to. If you come under fire, give your contact reports, say gunfire 380, gunfire east 180 or something, or gunfire east the damn second story window, that one, and be super specific. That way you don't have like 3 different people fucking around trying to figure out what the hell you mean by, hey, there's fire coming from 138, and you're all looking at 138, but half of you are looking at a fucking tree because it's in your goddamn way, or from your position, 138 is looking through a damn house and you can't really see shit. Meanwhile, your squad's, shooting at the car that's slightly behind it, and you're just like, okay, cool, I'm looking at a fucking wall, what do?
Or don't just say contact front.
Yeah, if you're gonna yell out contact front, then it really, realistically, the 2 cases where that should be done is you're all moving through an area that has really, really shitty, like, lines of sight. So when you say contact front, you mean straight in front of us, vaguely in that tree. If we're walking through Tanoa and I say contact front, just, we're all gonna, I'm gonna say contact front, hit the deck, and everybody just drops the fuck down and we just start shooting in the front, very, like, front. But if you say contact front and it's a big ass open field, what the fuck you mean front? Be specific. Be like, contact by the fucking hay bales, or contact by the big ass tractor, or contact, the dumbasses climbing out of the BMP staring at us. That's about
At least give like an actual direction.
Yes, because the last thing you want to be doing is having the squad running through an open field, hearing contact left, turning left, watching half the fucking people stand up in the middle of the field trying to desperately look left. Meanwhile, the contact y'all are talking about is a machine gun position 2 kilometers away, shooting at random ass dumbasses who were caught out. It's like, shut the fuck up, we need to keep moving. Unless that gunfire is coming towards us and it's actually effective, don't just yell out contact right, or contact left, or contact front. Be specific, please. Just a crumb of that.
This reminds me of Tarkov, like everything does.
Fucking, it's these tiny little courtesies that makes it so when the squad hears gunfire left or gunfire towards them, instead of everybody stopping to try and look for the one fucking pixel shooting at them, the squad keeps moving, gets in the cover, and then goes, okay, here's what we can do to shoot. Because realistically, when you yell out contact left, or contact right, or contact front, and you're in an area that is super not specific, everyone fucking stops to try and find whatever the hell's going on in front of you because they want to shoot something, or they want to not be shot. And so you have like a bunch of people kind of stand up in the middle of nowhere and going, well, I don't know where that gunfire's coming from, but it's certainly towards us, Lamau. And it's like, shut the fuck up, get in cover, and we can, reorganize from there and figure out what the fuck we're doing. Likewise, once you've gotten into that cover, then you can go down the list of things. So, squad lead, senior rifle, whichever, whoever says this first, you then go, okay, we're in cover. Where did we take contact from? And did you see what the hell it was? Because you want to make sure everybody in the squad understands you are all shot at, and you are all shot at by like a machine gun, or a sniper, or a BMP, or anything between a guy with a fucking flintlock and fucking Omni-Man himself laser beaming somebody. You want to make sure everyone in the squad, hears, oh, we shouldn't shoot at that thing, or we can shoot at that thing, or we know what the fuck's over there. When we were fucking doing the damn forest bullshit Sunday, it was really annoying trying to figure out what the fuck was going on when I'm hearing multiple contact reports and everyone's being super vague about what the fuck's going on. And so by the time I finally realized we're being, not even shot at, it's like, okay, why the fuck have we spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck's going on? Come on, people. We're smarter than this. We have brains. Also, we have guns, which is funny. From there, realistically, squad lead, senior rifle, make sure squad lead, you're not moving constantly around shit until you are in a defensive position. It is the 2IC's job to make sure everybody's chill when you're moving between places. It is your job to move around when everyone's set up in the cover and shit. Why? Because the squad lead's gonna basically be the one who starts or finishes the fight, Hey, shoot that asshole versus, hey, squad, hold fire. Meanwhile, on the move, your 2IC is there to make sure, you're not leaving the fucking RPG person behind because they tripped on a rock and are now bleeding to death, or fucking out of stamina, desperately behind everybody because the squad lead just kept running ahead of everyone and is only now turning around to be like, what do you mean the squad spread the fuck out? The reason I harp on loadout weights and shit is so we all have a genuinely a similar amount of stamina. That way when I'm saying, hey, stamina break, I know that my stamina is shitty. Whoever the hell's carrying the heaviest thing is probably shittier than mine, so when mine's back up to full, give it a couple of seconds for them to catch up. The last thing you want is your squad to be like 40 pounds different from each other, so half the squad's way the fuck ahead because they're all faster than everyone, and they're sitting there on 5 stamina bars wondering why everyone else a kilometer back from them is fucking dragging their backpacks on the ground, fucking panting and asking for the fucking god to give them a goddamn truck or something. There are times to be super aggressive, and then there's a times to be like chill and slow and steady and being like, hey, guns up, or hey, guns down, or hey, guns on your back, or hey, safety's off, we don't need to have our guns ready at all the time. So, squad lead 2IC, you're gonna be the one setting the pace for everybody. If you're about to, assault into contact, so, objective is less than 100 meters, maybe it's time to have everybody put their guns up, Maybe it's time to have everybody take their safeties off, type shit. On the flip side, some cases it's you hop out the vehicle and you hear me say, hey, safety's off. Why? Because we might get shot at before we even get to where we're going, and we want to be like, in the mindset that between us dismounting and us getting to the position, we might have to shoot somebody. Versus, us doing the sneaky breaky shit where it's like, hey, let's, keep our guns down and let's just try and be, not super fast, but also not super slow. It's, you see a car across the road and then you immediately sprint everybody across it because you don't expect the second car to be, like, directly on the road. It's the, hey, we're not going to cross here. We're going to fucking hold back, shut the fuck up, hit the deck, and just scan for a couple of more minutes just before we attempt to walk. All that jazz. When it comes to a lot of this, sadly, like many things in life, you're going to need a lot of fuck-ups before you get good at this. Which, notably, is why we make fuck-ups in-game before we have to do this to shit anywhere near anything more serious than a fucking Arma thing. Cool? We all get that? We all vibe with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Dutch noise.
Yeah, I got a Dutch noise and I got a birthday girl noise. Like I'll take 2 of the 4 on that one.
I don't know if my vigorous nodding is coming through.
No,
I'm
you're
a
still in your
brainlet.
animation.
Can I get
Pain. Wait, hold
can I
on.
get the Cliff Notes version?
The Cliff Notes version is be smarter. That's really
kinda
all I
hard.
can say.
I already stated I'm a brainlet.
Yeah, you just gonna have to try.
Just gonna have to grow more brain cells. I think they make radiation for that, right?
Certainly.
All right, cool. I'll go dip my head in the bucket.
But yeah, in general, y'all aren't bad at this. Y'all just need to be a little bit more. Y'all can still learn. That's the general gist. Like when me and G are doing squad lead shit, squad lead and 2IC shit, I don't feel uncomfortable about our odds on anything because I know G is a good leader. If I get shot, she can take over. The main thing being, most of the time when I get shot, like things decide to be a little bit more than just funnily fucked up.
They just get a little spicy.
Yeah, things tend to go a lot spicy, which is why like you and your 2IC need to be very, very, very on sync with like what the fuck to do. So if your 2IC has the big fuck off radio, and they go down, the next person, an assistant picks up the radio. If you don't have a fucking launcher on your back, pick up that fucking radio, your 2IC, until the 2ICs get back. If the squad lead's got the big fucking radio and they get dropped, 2IC, pick that shit up, say, hey, command, squad leads down, we're holding position. Or, hey, command, squad leads down, we're continuing to fucking fight on, we'll be back. Because when the squad leads down, or your 2IC's down, or your radio for command is down, you do not exist on the map anymore. Right? You just physically do not exist on the map anymore. If command loses track of where you're at, you are fucked out of luck. Alright? Remember that. Your radio is the radio or your telephone or whatever the fuck long range comms you have with command.
A single Dutch woman on a bicycle.
Like the single woman on the single bicycle wheel that already keeps in her fucking backpack. That is the thing that is gonna keep you in contact with, your air support, your tank support, your reinforcements, your fucking reconnaissance. Like if your fucking radio goes down, it doesn't matter if you're fucking currently not getting overwhelmed by enemies. Until that radio's back up, command has no idea what the fuck's going on. Now, Nada hasn't done this, but I certainly will. If y'all are being overran and the fucking squad lead, it doesn't tell me they're doing fine, or I don't get a check-in, and I'm trying to call y'all and I'm just not getting a response, I'm gonna just assume y'all have been overran and I'm gonna do what I have to do to, solve that problem. Which is why you get like cases where the napalm gets like dropped 100 feet in front of you and you're like, that feel a little bit friendly fire to me. And it's like, yeah, no, I didn't hear a fucking radio call. I'm going to assume y'all are having a fucking tough one down there. That type of shit.
I just had the cursed thought of the French runner having a unicycle.
That would be funny. It's a fucking balancing minigame too. It's great.
Unicycle, and instead of trumpet calls, it's accordion tunes.
God, it'd be funny as shit. Fucking going back to the Sundays op, since that was like the last op we did where this was really a leadership of the squad and leadership in general was at its kind of failing. We do not operate fire teams in the NATO way. We get that? Actually, you all get that very, very vehemently. Your fire team is your vehicle, like your IFV, and y'all are the fucking the maneuvering section. So if it's ever a case of like you wanting to take a normal squad and splitting it to, give you some firepower advantage or something like that, it's ad hoc as shit. There's no tactics on it. We don't do this fucking fire maneuver shit where one out like bounding Overwatch. No. The bounding, we don't do that. Nope. We don't do that bounding shit. The bounding only happens when you have like a vehicle in support. You know why? Because guess what? A vehicle can provide a lot more than our shitty ass rifles. Fucking firepower. And so, if the BMP is with the squad or the CV-90 or the fucking T-72 that we're riding on the back of for some godforsaken reason, the tank or whatever the fuck, or the pickup truck with the 50 cal we glue to it. that thing's gonna sit back there and do the whole support firing bullshit, and we're gonna do all the jank bullshit. When you get to a stopping point, what if we are doing light infantry shit and have no vehicle? Congratulations. Your bounding Overwatch isn't really a bounding Overwatch because both sections should be moving. Because y'all don't have the firepower to like have one unit sit still and just do, shooting shit.
User joined your channel.
Machine gunner RPG, sit here? When we make it to that tree line, fucking bum it to us type shit. It's instead of, bounding Overwatch where it's like, hey, one section stays in the cover, the other section goes until they run out of stamina, go to cover, and then they bound up. It's the second we get past 50 meters, start fucking running past us. Yeah, squad level fire maneuver is fucking useless unless you have something the enemy doesn't, which is like if you all have bolt actions and the enemy has single shots, you can do that type shit. It would suck, but you could do it. If your heaviest thing is a MG42 that burns its barrel out in like 50 seconds, you don't want to have your fucking machine gun sit back and your infantry run across the street. You want your machine gunner to do as much firing as possible and then basically be like, hey, you count to 10 seconds and then you run right the fuck after us. So, light infantry shit, right? We all chilling and shit, we're vibing, we're in the tree line and we have to cross an open field and it might have gunfire, right? I'd be like, Aegea Grizzly, you sit here. Why? Because Aegea's got the machine gun and Grizzly's the medic. The second you see us pass that hay bale, fucking sprint to catch up to us. And so the idea here is, the squad isn't going to stop moving, right, at any point in time. So we're going to get to that hay bale, take a stamina pause, and keep moving. And by the time we get to the cover, the machine gun section, the machine gun and the RPG or the machine gun and the medic should be at the hay bales getting their stamina pause before they keep going. That way you don't have a case where it's like the people who have machine guns just goes, hey, we need to wait, we need to now, let them cover us as we move across the field type shit. When it's like, no, you can just do this normally. Light infantry shit when it comes to fire and maneuver is very, very janky. Realistically, it's going to be your RPG and your machine gunner. If you bring an RPG, you might just have a disposable. Because it's going to be basically moving all as once, just with 2 pauses. That way everyone can, you get to wherever you're going is where you stop and you reorganize. So, for instance, if I was going to try and cross this street, hello, May, come on in, grab a fucking seat. I'll pick up from light infantry fire and maneuver. So, for instance, if we wanted to cross from one end of this hangar to the next, where do you think? And so, light infantry squad. Let's assume we have Aegea with the machine gun and May with our launcher. That is a Carl Gustav. Yes, it is. Cool. All right, we're moving from one end of this hangar to the next. Where do you think the squad who's doing the first set of maneuvering should, stop and take a pause for a couple of seconds?
Inside this hangar?
So yeah, we're going from one wall to the next. This is about 30 meters, generally.
The one place there's cover in here.
Everything about that M4.
Yeah, yeah, the one place where there's cover, that's a good argument. Like, you could say, hey, maneuvering section, squad lead, fucking assistant machine gunner, or rather, no, actually, what I would probably want to do this is, let's assume, machine gunner has their assistant, RPG has their assistant.
Yeah, we've got critical lack of bayonet strength right now, so.
Yeah, critical lack of bayonet strength. What I would argue, is your 2 IC would stay back with the, the launcher and the machine gun and maybe the medic if you're really feeling it. And your assistant and your squad lead is going to be the ones charging across the field. Because realistically, your assistants aren't. You're not going to be sitting there, feeding the machine gun constantly. Why? Because you're trying to fucking maneuver. And maneuver means, machine gunner after Aegea runs through her 100-round belt or her 200-round drum or whatever the fuck she's got over there, depending. It's like by the time Aegea goes click and is like, hey, can I get an extra mag or an extra belt? She should be with the squad across the hilltop that we've all been fucking digging trenches near now. That way your assistant can be like, here's your ammo that I've been carrying for you. Instead of, hey, squad lead, where's my bayonet strength? And it's like, no, bring your assistants with you to cross that gap, because worst case scenario, they go down, you still have, the weapon versus the weapon coming with you and then immediately going down, and then you're like, fuck, I wish I had that machine gun still. However, notably, there are cases where you might want to bring the firepower with you. So, for instance, if we had to cross this hangar space, so this 30 meters, right? And at the very end of it, in fact, I'm just going to put some fucking trenches down there. Fuck it, I can do that. I can summon fucking dirt. I'm a god.
Alligator magic.
I was thinking about when Jock said I'm a god, I was just thinking about that Kanye interview.
Yeah, so if you look at the end of the damn thing, you'll see a trench summoned. If we had to cross this 30-meter gap and get into that trench, I'm bringing Aegea in front with the machine gun, because the second she gets up there, she just hip fires it like a submachine gun in that bitch. Cool? Like, we get in there, we just shoot everybody, or if we're lucky, nobody's in there, and so we immediately get there. We don't have to worry about shit. On the flip side, if we were going into an area where we heard like a vehicle noise, or we can see that there is a vehicle pointing the opposite way, or a machine gun turret that's currently knocked out, I might bring the launcher just in case someone decides to like prove they have enough morale to attempt to get on that damn machine gun. Trust me, they'll do that until the fucking CG rounds hit their pickup truck, and then they suddenly want to bitch about the CG and CQC. It's very efficient.
It's a shame we don't have CG Beehive rounds.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be. It would be neat.
CGB fight, fucking it with MH55.
Here's the thing. The M8 combat car in the most recent update for Spearhead 44 has canister.
You forget, I have almost 1,000 hours in Tarkov. You can name those 5.56 ammos, and I will get flashbacks.
M856A1.
Oh, but yeah,
no, that doesn't
fucking other things to note. If you're doing light infantry shit, try and keep the whole bounding Overwatch and splitting of the firepower, the very little firepower you have, keep that to a minimum in general, Kings. Only really do it if you absolutely positively need to, like, say, hey, they put a squad between a company or a squad platoon between two platoons of an attack. I need half of y'all to be on one flank and the other half of you to be on the other. You're going to have to split the firepower at that point, and at which point, that's going to be your machine gunner doing a lot of rotating back and forth, and your rocket launcher doing a lot of rotating back and forth.
That one time that we made a German village Dutch.
Yeah, like the time we made that German village Dutch. Like, in that case, it's like, yeah, we didn't have to have everybody super split up because we had multiple platoons defending it. So, you looked outside the house, and the house next to you had a bunch of Dutch dudes in it. And it's like, oh, okay, we don't have to watch that flank too hard. Because, if anyone's coming through that building, we'll fucking hear about it. Versus something like Sunday, where we got to that village, and then, 15,000 people happened, where everyone tried to, clear up building with their really small firepower amounts. It's like, no. Pick two buildings, watch one, clear one, and then just slowly go through it. That way, if, a landmine happens, we don't hear a fucking explosion and then try and figure out which pair of two dumbasses stepped on a tuna fish can made of explosive. It's like, nope. Pretty easy to be like, okay, everybody, let's take this nice and kindly. So, fucking, with May here, we now have a decent amount of people. if y'all want to go to the shooting house now, and while we're walking there, I can give y'all like a general walkthrough of more shit. Let me know. The shoot house is actually, I'm gonna keep putting dudes in that shoot house real quick. The first run, notably, will be a not really dry fire run where nothing can kill you. More so a dry fire run of you won't turn the corner and get mag dumped by a man with like a fucking 100mm gun in the back pocket of his fucking house or some shit. It's like, well, that was annoying type shit.
So paper targets.
Less paper targets, more reactive targets.
Realistic paper targets.
Yeah, realistic paper targets where it's like...
Do they bleed?
They do bleed, yes.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yes.
I do have a question, just in general.
Yep. One questions.
We typically don't do a lot of like mech stuff just because we don't have enough people. But in that, are we? I've typically run it as SL is a dismount. Are we sticking to that, or are we thinking SL is Vic Commander?
So, if you're running an IFV, so Bradley, BMP, fucking CV90, the Namer, the fucking, the Patra, get the fuck out of the vehicle as SL. The gunner is the commander of the vehicle. When you're mounted in the vehicle as an SL, you do control, you do command it, alright? Like, keep that in mind. When you're in the vehicle with the gunner and shit, you should probably be on the gunner's, you know, in the commander's seat, observing shit. That way you can be like, hey, just in case we get jumped, here's some commands. But the second y'all get to where y'all are dismounting and you pile on out, gunner, that is your vehicle. Keep it safe and get shit done with it. Driver of that vehicle, it doesn't matter what happens. The driver is never the one responsible for that vehicle. You hit a landmine, not your fault, driver. You get killed by a tank, not your fault, driver. Vehicle gets detracked, not your fault, driver.
What if
gunner,
you purposefully drive off a cannon, Cliff?
If you purposely drive off the cannon because you're fucking... Rather, if your commander says drive forward, and they tell you, and they don't specify how far you're supposed to go, if you want to like drive off the cliff to prove a point, you can. I won't yell at you, but also notably, gunner or vehicle commander, squad lead or not squad lead, be super specific about what the fuck you want your driver to do. Treat like. Unless I remember I was gonna say, unless you are driving with someone who has like a better sense of the vehicle than you, or someone you think knows a lot better about how the fuck to get out of a situation, control the vehicle like you're playing you're playing War Thunder. Be like, hey, go left 100 meters, right 100 meters, forward 5 meters, stop by that building, etc., etc.
I would assume we, like with soft skins, the general vibe I've gone with is being a bit more conservative with the vehicle, so I'm not going to have them be a maneuver element as much.
If your vehicle isn't like rifle proof, probably don't have that being your like firepower bullshit.
I mean, I'm happy to like fucking dig in a technical and use it as a fairly quick to maneuver MG nest, but.
I remember during Hussar training, I was basically told that like, if you are the driver and like you start getting your vehicle starts getting shot at, you don't have to wait for orders. You can just start backing up. And not get shot at. Like the driver maintains a degree of agency.
Yeah. So for instance, if you drive in the BMP right and you turn a corner and a fucking like MT-12 is looking at you, please, for the love of God, try and reverse as fast as you can, right? Don't sit in front of there waiting for your gunner to like figure out what the hell looking at you is like a tank or something.
Fizo and I in that Madrid that one time of just nope, we're just gonna back the fuck up.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if it's me and Alice where I'm driving or if I'm commanding the vehicle and Alice is driving the vehicle, I will straight up tell Alice, hey, get us to, and we're on Takistan. for
User joined
instance.
your channel.
Alice knows Takistan like the back of her fucking mind, so I can literally tell her, get us to that town, be generous about how safe we are. And then from there, I'm just controlling the turret, watching for toes and shit. Because I know for a fact if Alice even hears a fucking, like, a minuscule launch of a missile, she'll fucking pop the smoke, put that shit in reverse and GTFO, and I don't have to be like, shit, missile left. You know? On the flip side, some people you do need to be like, hey, ATGM left, back up, back up, back up. You know? It helps. It also helps if multiple threats are hitting your vehicle all at once. That way you can be like, 50 cal, not really the worry. The fucking dumbass behind the 50 cal pulling out the law, yeah, it's him. He needs to, be dealt with now. So I'm gonna hose that area with 30 mil and yell, back up, back up, back up, etc., etc., etc. On the big flip side, if we're dealing with our heaviest vehicle is the 2 pieces of sheet metal we put on that fucking Hummer, you probably want to like be super specific about, hey, keep it behind the squad, because all it is a giant target and it's not even bulletproof in most places. Let's not get that killed, because the funniest, worst thing that could happen is the vehicle to be crippled, and then it's like, well, shit, I guess we're sitting outside waiting for someone to come repair it.
Or the Saf and Aegea plan, which is when in doubt, floor it.
Yeah, when in doubt, floor it. We got Nada here, which is gonna be interesting.
We've got a 40 millimeter. We'll just throw some grenades at them and we'll just run.
Yeah. Fucking when it comes to all the squad leadership and vehicle commanding and all this shit, remember, you're just one part of a bigger fight. Nothing should ever come down to you specifically or your squad specifically, unless it's like, hey, y'all are the last ones to cross the bridge, or y'all are the first ones to get to the bridge. So, in general, don't worry too much about the bigger picture or worry about, like, do you have the fucking bayonet strength to do something X, Y, and Z. Worry more so about how the hell you're supposed to accomplish it with other friends, as your front backup and stuff like that. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna have to keep adding. Actually, no, I think going through the shoot house once with the targets as provided will be fine, and I can just like teach all about other shit while we're doing it. I'm gonna wait till Nada walks in here and then run her up the fucking speed on some stuff.
I will be sure to flag everybody at all times.
If you want to go grab her, Saf, I won't stop you.
Are you pleased with my rifle now, Chris?
Yes, you have removed the suppressor. This satisfies me.
Is that a what is that? Is that a 416?
It's a 416.
You are
14.5-inch barrel.
You are a person of taste.
Piston moment.
I was just mostly getting something rifling, but didn't have a front post.
What's up, Saf? What's the situation?
She was muted, so I got no clue. But
that's fair.
I said something to her.
Good. Look, at bare minimum, that's the best I can hope for. Continuing on.
I do think we should attempt to develop unicycle messenger doctrine.
No, you
Welcome,
haven't considered like shooting command with an arrow that has the message on it.
Morse code via gunshots.
Morse code via gunshots.
And everyone now has to carry an MG with only 200 round boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure all messages get across.
But
no.
Yes.
I'm not fucking doing that.
When we're looking at stuff, when we're looking at squad
I will sell
type
it for
shit.
money.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Artie. When we're looking at squad shit, people, we keep things nice and collected most of the time. And remember, nothing should ever come down to the squad by itself unless things are going well the fuck beyond the squad's handling. So, if there's multiple tanks rolling down the street, it really isn't your fault as a squad for not being able to stop a company or a company level assault, because notably, that's fucking, 6 to 9 tanks. That's a problem. On the flip side of that, if it's only one tank, you should be able to handle that thing pretty well, even if that means, like, throwing a fucking rock in the tracks and, detracking it in the middle of the street. Which, sure, it's not dead, but also it's not going anywhere. So, just make sure to, like, mark that street as if you go down the street, you'll get shot in the back by the fucking 125 looking at you. Or the angry T-55 down the street that's, like, wedged into a corner that, the barrel's stuck. Or, the two North Koreans, or the four North Koreans on the T-34 asking you for gasoline. I was like, yeah, maybe go figure out what the fuck you want to do about that, but don't be expected to entirely hold up the 6th North Korean Infantry Division as it drives down past your lines with like 200 guys, and you're sitting there like, well, shit, we got outran. They just simply didn't stop. They just kept going. That's that's a moment where you call up command. It's like, hey, command, you want to know where the, like, platoon of tanks went? Yeah, they went right past us. Whoops. Like, that's about all you can do.
You could just take out the lead tank if they're in, like, a town or something. They'll slow them down for at least a little bit.
Yeah, see, it's like, yeah.
That's also incredibly risky, but that's when you weigh pros and cons then and there.
Yeah, obviously I'm not saying just let the enemy pass through your lines, but if you're fighting the enemy and they just keep going past you, just tell command. Be like, hey, command, enemy kind of didn't give a fuck about our speed bump. You might want to do something about that. Versus, oh shit, we need to now solo the entire fucking 8th North Korean divisions, and they're like 10,000 T-64s they bought from the Soviets that one, like, microsecond, like, in the 1990s type shit. It's like, you don't have to do that much. Some effort, some effort, not impossible effort. But yes, looping all this giant tangent back to, like, infantry tactics as a whole. Squad lead, senior rifle, those two people, those are going to be the people coming up with the plan and the maneuvering of the plan. So, squad lead, be like, hey, we're all going to move in a wedge, or hey, we're going to move in a line, or hey, we're going to do some wedged line shit where some of us are in a wedge, the people in front. Put them in a line, everyone else in a wedge. Why? Because the people walking out in front are about to go walk through some decently terrible terrain, or you want them to be the most exposed so they take the most amount of fire, which is a thing you will have to do every now and then. On the flip side, maybe you want to have people in columns instead, so you order columns. Fucking, in most cases, columns will be for marching around and shit, so we don't really expect to do that a lot. But generally, senior rifle and your squad lead, y'all are the only two people in the squad who get to determine where they want to be, right? So squad lead, if you want to be up in front, say I'm gonna be in the front. So, if you say you're in the front, 2IC you're in the back, or vice versa. 2IC could be up in the front and you could be in the back. Why? Because you might want to be able to, like, the last person to walk down the high area so you can see over them hill. It might be a case where the squad lead's making sure they're the last person so they understand everyone's out of the building, or everyone's out of the car, or everyone's in the helicopter, that type of shit. On the flip side, you could just say fuck it and you want to be leading from the front constantly. At which point, you say, hey, Sue, I see, fall back, I got that, and, you switch off. And then everyone else kind of, pairs up where you want it. So I might say, hey, machine gunner up front, so the machine gun and the machine gun assistant walk up front, rocket launcher fall on back, type shit. Or, hey, medic, stay the fuck behind us, which means you find the 2IC and you stay next to the 2IC, and we only call you up when everything's clear, because the last thing you want to fucking do is watch your medic be the first one in the door getting mag dumped, and you're like, well, shit, that was not smart of anyone here. Shit. It's the case of you hear Adder go down, and then you're sitting there like, wait a second, isn't Adder the medic? And then you're sitting there going, why the fuck was Adder like the second person through the door? What the fuck? Shit. And now you can't, heal anyone else because the medical bag is currently getting overwatched by the fucking minigun set up in the back. And it's like, well, guess we're not going in that room anymore. And, Hopefully, then you just take like 5 grenades and throw them through. But you might not have grenades. Just depends. Although, in a lot of the cases, we do have a little bit more than a grenade pair, so shouldn't be too much of an issue on that one. I have no fucking idea if Adder's about to show up, but assuming Adder doesn't show up, right, okay, I'm not getting a ping on it. Okay. Yeah, assuming Adder doesn't show up, we're gonna go walk over to the nice shoot house. Cool. Gonna be a very, very good one. We're gonna have a nice, wonderful gunfight experience. Cool?
Cool.
Alright. Any more comments, questions, or concerns about anything before I give you like a quick rundown of stuff? Now is the chance to ask any question, any fucking question in the world.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Why?
What is your quest?
My quest is to come up with a squad that can walk in a straight line without stepping over every fucking rock on the damn planet. My quest is to come up with a squad that when a fucking bullet cracks over their head, they all go to ground rapidly, go, hey, that gunfire came from, like, this bearing. Let's do something about it. Instead of everyone standing up in the middle of a fucking wheat field trying to figure out which dumbass bounced the 12.7 off the ground in front of them. And so
What's the average airspeed of an unladen swallow?
Is it from Texas, Mexico, or fucking New Zealand?
New Zealand.
About 1.2 meters a second squared.
I'll go
got
and
it.
grab Adder.
Thank you, Saf. I appreciate you. We're nerds, Laval.
If I look backwards, I can see my own.
Moment.
No, I can see my own neck.
Oh,
Well, specifically
that's-
the lack of neck and
lack of neck.
and the way that the shirt just kind of goes in.
Oh boy,
The
the
British are coming.
I think y'all are late as shit to that one. Y'all might have wanted to shoot Paul Revere before he got it on his fucking horse.
Yeah. Sorry,
Do you think the
like,
world
had
would
for
be better
breakfast.
or worse if America was still a British colony?
Now, there's a
Hard
very
to
interesting
say.
Vox article on this, actually.
That's terrifying.
It would be,
What the
there
fuck
would
is
just be a
Vox?
big Canada. There would be a big Canada that is all of North America, and that might be based in some ways.
No, I'd
No,
rather
it,
shoot
it
myself.
means there'd be more Frenchmen in this country, so I think that'd be
Oh
funnier.
no.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there'd be more
Yeah,
poutine.
no, I'd rather shoot
There'd be
myself,
more
fuck.
poutine in this country.
Critical
Yes.
mass.
Truly the
poutine.
cursed timeline.
Critical
Uh,
support for the French fighting the British in...
French crap.
Well, it would be
that-
really
that
interesting
like
because
you
World War
banned from
II
the
would have got a
Middle East.
lot quicker.
No, that's and that's how Ada lost her citizenship.
Wow. But yes. Looping all this shit back because I've gotten Nada, Megan, Adder here after I was like on the spiel.
It's fine, you know I know some of this shit anyway.
Yeah, true. But a lot of this is more like, so I'm. May was here for a little bit of the bounding Overwatch thing, but in general, light infantry, you're not doing bounding Overwatch in the sense of one team stays put and another team bounds forward. You're doing kind of a rapid version of that where your people covering move like halfway before the other team makes it to where they're going. So, going back to the Sunday, crossing that open fucking wheat field, that bounding Overwatch shit is us basically all moving in, instead of us all moving in one mass or us trying to split up the squad half and half, we do semi half and half, where we move to the middle of the damn thing, and the second we get to the middle, the people covering immediately bound up from their position to get to us, and then we keep moving. You're not trying to do this shit where, both one side's up, then one side's down. No. Y'all need to, clear that fucking field as fast as possible. Because you're all light infantry, and your heaviest fucking weapon is, we had fucking a PK?
Not even.
Not even a PK.
RPK.
Like,
No,
an
I
RPK.
requisitioned the PK.
Yeah, an RPK with 45 rounders, and then later on a fucking
I did have
PK.
drops.
Exactly.
Look, believe it or not, believe it or not, that is not a BMP's, 2,000 round PKT belt,
No,
or
it's really not.
530 millimeter rounds, or the Bradley's 525 millimeter rounds, or the CV90's 2 Swiss dudes and like 500 hot dogs in that bitch, or the T-64's 52 rounds of 125 millimeter HE, because you went to Grozny with the most overly built tank for that one specific gunfight. Again, we're light infantry. The most ammo we have is Aegea's like 800 rounds of 5.56, which isn't doing shit. Fucking, you know, like.
I mean, I've done nasty things to a BMP, but that was me just channeling my inner Bren gunner.
You know,
you can in fact button up a BMP if you try hard enough.
Yeah, if you try hard enough, but also it's a case of your squad of squishies are not cannon proof. We do not react well to getting hit in the chest with 30mm AP ammo. So try not to do that.
They should let me throw grenades into open hatches.
Now,
There's a
I'm
mod
built
for that.
different, so I'm
We
pretty
don't use
proof
it,
to
do we?
most things. But also, you know, we're trying to cross an open field, let's keep moving. We know the enemy has artillery, so let's not stop, you know, sit in one place in the open for a large period of time, unless we absolutely have to. Which notably is why the second JDAM started flying out of the fucking sky Sunday. We simply stopped being infantry squads and we became a giant mass of people trying not to get strafed to death. Which could be worse. They could have had fucking cavalry with like lances and shit. That would have been suboptimal. But yes. Outside of this hangar, couple, like, less than 100 meters away from us, and in fact, I'd say arguably 100 meters away from us, shoot house. We're going to go down there, have a nice little powwow with it. I am not going to pick a squad lead or a senior rifle. I expect you all to kind of come draw straws on that. We're going to take the shoot house slow and smooth, not fast. I'm not looking for y'all to be done this in like 20 seconds. I'm looking for y'all to do this as a fucking team. This is a team building exercise. Cool?
We
I
do
probably
trust
should've
falls
waited
after
till I
this.
finished my dinner.
All right, Adder. I'm gonna keep talking, Adder. You're gonna finish up your fucking dinner. Everybody else, how we
good.
feeling? I got a nod from Artie and a nod from Saf. Aegea seems pretty damn chill. Cool.
I can make my gun levitate. Check this out.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's not a cool, but I'll take that as a positive response.
Yeah. As is, I'm happy to sit and watch and see what I pick up that you don't while I'm finishing, because it's going to take me at least another 10-ish minutes.
I mean, fuck it. If it takes you 10 minutes, I'll just go grab a fucking, like, another fucking water bottle to destroy real quick. Like, won't stop me. But yes. Going back to way before you even step out of the fucking vehicle to go into combat or anything like that. Listen to your fucking squad lead and listen to your senior rifle. Alright? I understand a lot of us have ADHD. I understand that. I understand if a lot of us are not taking armor seriously. I get that. But if I say listen up, you listen the fuck up. If your squad lead says, hey dumb fucks, you listen. Your 2IC says, hey dumb fucks, you listen. Alright?
Copy.
If there's 7 of us speaking all at fucking once,
Nobody
and your
can hear
squad
the plan.
lead says, hey, is that an RPG? It might help you all to, like, realize maybe perhaps all speaking at once isn't a fucking good idea. And so when shit happens, your 2IC and your squad leader are the ones doing a lot of the communication. That way you can, like, figure out what the fuck's going on when you know you've been for the last 15 minutes walking in a straight line or looking at your fucking kit or going, man, I should have really brought an extra fucking Sprite instead of that fucking orange Fanta, because that orange Fanta don't really taste so good. You know?
American Fanta doesn't.
Yeah, no, we put like 10 bajillion fucking sugar particles in it.
Yeah.
But
no.
Americans even fucking have Fanta.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do,
we
but
have
it's
Fanta.
shite.
But why?
Anyway,
We have it because no one in America realizes it's supposed to be like fake soda.
anyway.
It can be sold.
To add to what Kendall just said, once bullets start flying, ideally there are about 3 things that you should be saying as a member of the squad if you are not 2IC or squad commander. Calling out where the enemy are firing from, or calling out enemy positions if they haven't been noticed. Letting people know if you're reloading or you need to move position. And so long as you aren't immediately knocked out when it happens, calling out if you've been hit so the medic knows to come and find you at some point.
Yes.
Ideally, that's all you should be saying once bullets start flying. Because that way...
That or
there's
the
less-
occasional, that's a tripwire.
Oh yeah, that was implied by the locations of enemy.
What about
Yeah.
occasionally insulting the enemy?
I mean, go for it. If we're going on a charge, or we're about to go into like an actual house fight, you can. Like, I'm not gonna say don't yell at the enemy, don't call them dumbasses or like idiots or anything like that. Like, if you watch two dumbasses run out into the field carrying a fucking 82mm mortar and then fucking set off a landmine, please call them dumbasses.
Yeah.
But
Invoke
when-
given
when-
our command structure, invoke the curse of Sobrak, the alligator god.
But yeah,
But
again,
like, if you're crossing an open field and I hear contact front, please be more specific than contact front. Be like, contact front, 2-story house. Contact front, dumbasses on the pickup truck. Anything more specific than between this kilometer-wide opening, someone's out there with a gun. Like, that doesn't help me. That just tells me the people shooting at us is in front of us. Like, congrats. That doesn't fucking get us in the cover or tell me exactly where I need to avoid walking, you fuckers.
I usually try to
over
give a
yonder.
bearing alongside my callouts.
Yeah.
Like, the bearing doesn't even have to be, like, directly accurate to a fucking guy. If you think you're being shot at, like, at 180, and it's really 184, just say fucking 180, please. Don't sit there fumbling with your compass while bullets are flying past you. If you know you're all walking east, say contact east in the fucking building, and then take cover. Alright? We can then figure out from there which specific building you mean, or which bearing it is. Because I keep seeing people fumbling their fucking compasses while 50 caliber rounds are ripping past them, and it's like, gee, that helps me a lot more, but also you got shot in the chest now. Like,
yeah.
take cover, please. Just a crumb of cover. Doesn't even have to be like fully bulletproof.
Realistically, we
can't
could.
die.
Realistically, we could sit down at some point. Wouldn't even need to be in armor necessarily, but we could realistically go through. Here's some nice, quick, and easy ways of doing your target identification. I mean, fuck, I'm sure I've still got the handbook somewhere to teach that.
Hell no.
But yeah, it's. I mean, if you're advancing on a certain axis and everybody's facing the same way, contact front, right, left, whatever, that can work. But yeah, if we're patrolling along, people are looking in different directions because we're paying attention to what the fuck's around us, and we start. And I will hold my hand up because I am guilty of it. I will call out contact front or contact right because that's just force of habit.
Yeah, but like, that's the neat bit too, because so for a lot of this too, if you're gonna yell out contact a direction, right, make sure you're at least in an area where, when I say which direction, or rather where at, I'm not trying to figure out where the fuck you're at based off your voice. I already know, like, Squad Lead 2IC, you should have a general map of where everyone is. That way, if I know Adder's, if we're walking in a wedge and I know Adder's on my far left and I hear contact left, I know for a fact instead of pivoting like 90 degrees, I need to go a little bit more than 90 to make sure I'm like actually facing Adder's direction. If I don't know where the fuck people are at because they're moving around behind us outside of their formation, mainly because it's like, you didn't tell them how to move or broken up terrain or something like that, then yeah, you're going to hear a lot more people say contact left and then everyone going, which fucking direction? Like, where at? But that's mostly because people are moving around without being like, hey, I'm moving slightly to the left, or I'm moving up right behind you, Shock, or right behind you, Artie, or right behind the medic, etc., etc. This is also notably how we prevent, the cases of, hey, RPG that fucking thing, and then then someone being like 5 seconds later, I got hit by the back blast. Don't fucking stand behind the rocket launch. Just try not to. Unless you really want to catch back blast. If you're cool with that, keep doing it.
It would be nice to just develop just a standard protocol of, clear back blast clear, rocket.
Yep.
Yeah, see that extra bullet, like I would love to do all that extra bullshit, but no, when I say fucking if you say clear backblast, you are immediately to shoot that rocket at the fucking thing you're trying to kill, because you do not have time to be fumbling like 3 other fucking buttons to make sure dumbasses behind you don't get hit by the backblast. If the rocket launcher is being used in a situation that hasn't been like prescribed, so hey, we're gonna put a pencil into that 2nd-story building. Okay, if it's the fucking T-64 that came around the corner and is actively waving at us, shoot the fucking thing. Don't call out. Don't say rocket, 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 or clear black blast. Give them a clear me and shoot the fucking thing. Because I would much rather someone being like, I got backblasted, than everyone to be like, we caught a fucking heat round because of that.
On that note, and this is a general squad skills and drills thing, and it's why it's the one big pain in the ass that we've had that people don't tend to attend training very often, or there's a reason we stopped doing specific training ops until, well, this one really. Situational awareness. Everyone, it's not a tab-locked thing. Everyone is entitled to have someone use it. Try and keep an eye on where. Yeah, try and keep an eye on where everyone else is. Partly because it means you're not going to blow somebody's head off as they come round the corner because you forgot they were there.
Oh, actually, the bigger problem on that is sometimes we get into a town and we say we're going to clear buildings, and then 4 people will pick 2 different ways to enter a building, and it's like, well, shit. And so you kick open the door, and some dumbass in front of you steps around the corner, and you just shoot them because you're like, no one's coming in from that direction. Lamau? And then, you go pop, 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 and as they drop down, you're like, huh, they had a suppressed AK. Huh. And then you're like, wait, fuck, that's SAF? Type shit.
I was about to say, hey, yeah, that one time that you absolutely fried the fuck out of me.
I at least announced that I was breaching.
My favorite is I'm shooting my fucking hyperburst gun. I'm having fun with my quarter rifle, and then the game pauses. And during the split pause, I see a friendly head in the way, and I'm like, how the fuck did that get there? I really hope I didn't just headshot them. And then right as the lag ends, they hit the ground dead, and I'm like, well, shit, they shouldn't have walked in front of me. Like, figure out where everyone's shooting, and then try not to be in front of everybody shooting you if you can help it.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes shit happens where you're all walking and some dumbass in the cornfield rises up with like his dual-wielded AK-12, and so everybody starts shooting in front, and you catch a round in the back because everyone was too busy panicking over the weird man in like fucking East German fucking tactical suit, fucking with like goddamn strict tarn, goddamn rainbow glowies on his fucking shoulder boards, and it's like, well, shit. I don't know who that is, but we have to kill him now.
It's something we could practice anyway on that front, is ideally, if some shit like that happens, if we're single file and we take a contact from the front, it's something we could probably do with trying to teach is how to actually respond to that, rather than panic shooting and doing some fucking Three Stooges type shit of blowing the back out of everybody in front of you.
Hey, we have yet to accidentally fumble a rocket launcher in the back of somebody, which is good.
Yet.
Honestly, we've been pretty good at avoiding it. There was that time I dropped an SPG-9 round on the squad, though, but that's a separate point. That was just me being annoying with an SPG-9. That was fun. Adder, you done eating your food?
Not really. This is why I said feel free to move off.
You motherfucker! You motherfucker!
I spent minutes. Yes, I spent most of the last up until about half an hour ago. In fact, probably, half an hour ago.
Yeah, let's explain and keep eating.
Yes, I'm trying.
Yeah, you're fucking. I'm gonna have the squad just walk up and take your fucking food. Fucking. I see that, Adder. But yeah, so in general, the neat bit is none of you are terrible. I'm not mad at you because it's like y'all are fucking up and you're ruining my vibes. No, it's y'all are pretty fucking good at the damn game. It's just y'all are all each good at the game and not pairing up with everyone else. Welcome back, Grizzly. You're all very good at the game. Y'all just don't share a data link that allows you to like know one-to-one what everyone's doing at the same time. And if we had this data link, we would be fucking god. But we don't.
So what I'm hearing is we need to give everyone F-16s.
About. Yeah, see, if we were all in like F-16s or F-35s and we all had data links so I could like watch everyone's screens at the same time, we'd be pretty Gucci. But here
Got
we
that
don't.
camera mod.
Yeah, we have no synergy. We're all great. Y'all are all fucking wonderful at the game. And honestly, I have seen terrible fucking Arma gameplay. I have seen shit. I have seen the fucking Spec Ops unit with 60 motherfuckers that play with the AI turned off because apparently they can't beat normal ass AI. And so the fucking Battle of Mogadishu is just a bunch of fake gun noises and people LARPing as Delta Team or Delta Force. I have seen stupid shit like that. I have seen the dumbass with 42 fucking 5.56 magazines in his goddamn pocket getting their asses kicked by Tanoan regulars in the middle of the dark when they have the night advantage, night vision advantage. I have watched fucking Milsim units fuck up the stupidest shit when they were when the cards were stacked all in their goddamn favor.
Right, I've put my food in the kitchen. I'll deal with it later. Two-ish wraps will do.
Two things. One, this is just another point in favor of the 12th AA BMS unit. And two, do not lie to me and tell me I'm good at the game. I fucking suck ass at this shit.
I've seen worse.
Grizzly, I have seen worse. Yeah, go look at Remy's Arma Olympics if you want to see bad players.
God, just like them trying to tow that fucking Humvee out of there with 2 minutes left.
All I'm gonna say is, at some point we do need to try and revive what we used to do of putting together those watch-togethers, except this time we'll be pausing as we go through and explaining, or having a powwow of, well, our audience, for the audience at home, what are they doing wrong now?
Yeah, it's like,
or better yet,
the worst Arma player here is still fucking miles ahead of normal Arma players.
Yeah, I'm still not good relative to the squad, is what I'm saying.
Yes, and this is, you can learn. Every motherfucker, every bitch here, every goddamn creature here can fucking learn.
There is at least two people here can attest to the fact that I have bad fragged the squad on at least 3 occasions.
It's funny as shit too. It's funny as shit too.
She's the reason we asked you to unbind fucking G as your grenade key.
I remember clear as day fucking climbing a fence, watching a grenade bounce off a tree and going, man, that sucks. And in the back I hear Ada go, oh shit. I'm just like, well, at least I knew at least I know what happened. And then it blows up and I hear Cesty go, what the fuck was that? And I'm just like, I fucking lived.
Yeah, I had, so there was first time I went to go and press H for armor health, and I fragged the squad that way.
The motherfucker who put the fucking keybind as H is purely evil. They knew what they were doing.
Evil, yeah. No, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Same up, put a grenade over a wall, and it was just as the grenade left my hand, I see somebody vaulting the wall next to me.
Yep.
The only time I've ever fat-fingered an Arma, I had picked someone up as medic, and then I shot them in the chest immediately.
Base. Oh no, don't worry. Grizzly, I got you with one. Fucking Lexi used to play with a Halo unit, and the Halo mod has the big fuck off grenades, right? Believe it or not, them bitches don't fit through like Altis building windows. That shit bounced clean off that shit and landed right back in the medical room.
Oops.
Suboptimal. No. I will say, the very first and only time I ever fat-fingered a grenade, I was playing with the stupid Maoist fucking unit, and we were doing a whack fuck Vietnam shit, and we had captured a base, and I fucking went to heal myself, and I watched a grenade leave my hand, and I simply left the door. I simply closed the door, walked around the corner, and just pretended like nothing happened. And when everyone was like, what the fuck happened? I simply said, guess they had a landmine in there. Easy. Believe it or not, I'm not taking credit for that one. I was Gucci. Huh. But yeah.
I'm sorry, what the Maoist unit, huh?
Yeah, the unit, fucking, it was, the 3rd Shock Army TM.
Oh, I was almost with those guys, but then I decided to fucking, the basic training was too stupid, and I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, no, they called us all, or they called me and they called the early 12A a bunch of fascists because we didn't support Mao, believe it or not, which is funny as shit.
Yeah.
I still have fucking, someone from there on my Steam's friend list. It's very funny.
Yeah, no, we were having a great debate over the fucking war in China, the Sino-Japanese war, the second Sino-Japanese war, and we said, yeah, no, fuck Mao. And they were like, what are you, fucking Japan defenders? It's like, no, just, Mao's a pretty shit dude. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. None of these people were good, but some of these people needed to get shot. But yeah, fucking, that's, I guess, a big, looping all the way the fuck back. Y'all are fucking great at playing Arma. We just have no fucking synergy. And a lot of us do get synergy. It just takes us, some days we have good synergy, some days we don't have good synergy. Which is why gonna go when Adder's ready to go and everyone else is
ready for about 5 minutes.
Cool.
I was in the process of saying I've had 2, maybe 3 chicken and veg wraps because half the problem is I was putting them together while trying to eat them, so that takes time.
Okay, well.
All right. So
let's just walk out that way.
Yep, I'm gonna fucking stop. I'm gonna get out of this animation and I'm gonna walk out over there.
Oh, that's not the door.
Yep, everybody in a nice single file line. So we're gonna be walking over this way. Guns on your back. You can feel free to just walk and chat with me. I'm gonna give you the basic rundown of things.
All I'm saying is the F-16 and F-35 can do everything the A-10 can do, but better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those
also
two
the
houses
Apache
that are currently attached to each other, that's going to be your shoot house. I like the idea in this game you can't combine houses, so that's what I fucking did. It's a very efficient process. This took me 5 seconds. I'm kidding, it took me like fucking 6 minutes. His arm is jank as shit when it comes to things like this.
Perfectly functional net.
Radar here? Hell yeah.
Perfectly functional netcode from.
I like how we said single file line and y'all instantly formed a wedge.
Yeah, look,
it makes lines.
Look, tactical blob is just a superior option.
I prefer staggered column.
My 81mm mortar says otherwise, Ellie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up like out here and just give y'all a rundown. So, have it around here. Yep, if y'all wanna go like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're not gonna go stand up. I'm just going to stand up right here. You can probably see some dudes inside the building already. That's okay. Go ahead and just like get in front of me, and I'll just give you a general rundown of things. Oh, thank you, Calendar. I know it's Agia's birthday today. I appreciate it. You gonna fuck off, Calendar?
Hey,
I
we
need to
can we
dismiss that.
sing happy birthday?
If y'all want to sing happy birthday to Agia, go for it.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Gia.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha. Okay.
Stop
Cool.
now in Spanish.
What?
You're the one who keeps saying cha-cha-cha to the end.
Look, alright.
Yeah, no, Safs.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Oh.
That American grind set. Alright. So listen up. Building, it has approximately, that's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6 guys. 6 guys. 6 targets in there. Cool. 6 targets. They are Americans in the funny, shitty pixel camel. Oh, hell yeah. That my bro stretching. Hell yeah. He's fucking chilling. They're going to be set up in tactically sound and also tactically jank positions. The play of the game, the play of the area, and the vibes here are right. You're going to take this nice and slow. I would suggest clearing the bottom floor of one building, clearing the floor, clearing the bottom floor of one of the first building, leaving 2 to 3 people on the bottom floor. The rest of y'all clear the second floor, rotate back on down, and then clearing the second building. But you can take it however the hell y'all want. What I want to see here, right, is synergy of the squad. So, don't be super communicating about every single thing, but, figure out the stacking order. Figure out who the hell's gonna be going first up shit, you know?
Important question.
Mm-hmm.
People tend to shut up when you throw an RGD5 towards them. Is that true here as well?
See. I would love to say, I mean, if y'all want to start the thing off by fragging the fucking room, I'm not going to stomp you. This isn't a case of how to clear a building. No, we're doing this shit because this is squad tactical bullshit where the squad's communication and synergy matters the most. So, you know, stack up on the door, all that jazz, right? You know, into the building. Keep your heads on a swivel. Watch your shit, you know. Don't all pile into the run room without checking left and right. And be very specific about checking left and right. Because I do have guys stanced up in there. And not in that Q&E bullshit. I mean that advanced bullshit. Because fuck you. I'm not gonna, like, this first run, we're not gonna shoot at bitches. Or rather, I'm not gonna shoot back at y'all. The next couple of runs, we'll have gunfire. Cool. Now, once you're all comfortable with that and y'all feel some good synergy, I might actually give y'all like a real objective to go do as a squad. You know, something squad size, something gunfighting type shit. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
do we
know,
want to
be
run?
first in the stack?
Do we want to run through just each time we run it? Let's do a different SL2IC just so everyone gets a chance to practice.
Yeah.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah. So here's the plan. Here's the deal, right? You don't have to squad leader 2IC if you don't want to. That is a full option you have at hand. Right? So if you're like, I don't want a squad lead, I don't want a 2IC, and I don't want the full practice in that, you don't have to. I would highly suggest you at least 2IC once so you can figure out what to do if shit goes way the fuck wrong and you're suddenly looking at a map going, I am the only person with the 12th AA behind enemy lines. Here's what I need to do to get out of here type shit. Or, you know, if it's ever you and someone less experienced, you can go, hey, we both can get out of this. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go forward. Because realistically, squad leadership isn't that difficult. It's just the most stressful shit possible when motherfuckers refuse to listen to you and then things start going worse. And it's that stressful bit that you try and learn your own methods out of. And that's what you're really focusing on here in terms of squad leadership. The 2IC's role is more, you know, herding a bunch of ducks who don't quite see you as their mom, but also don't quite see you as a stranger. They're gonna climb on you. They're gonna try and they're gonna try and do stupid shit. You have to be like, no duckling picks up. Don't jump in the mud pool.
Nada.
Nada's apparently decided to like wrench something over there.
Your straw in your cup. Or whatever the fuck that
I was gonna say
noise was.
I see.
Is that your scroll wheel?
Well, sure, actually.
Nada got the loudest scroll wheel this side of Texas. This side of Texas is everywhere, trust.
What about the other side? Is it
the other side of Texas is actually Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 Texases in the world. There's Texas, there is what's that place called? Alberta, and then there's Poland.
There's also Saudi Arabia, which is Arab Texas.
I don't like to acknowledge that one because Saudi Arabia is kind of worse somehow.
Alright. I don't know how the hell y'all want to split up on this, like who wants the squad lead, who wants the 2IC. I'm honestly just going to sit back over here and sip on some water. Come to me if you got any questions, comments, concerns.
I'm happy to let someone else go first, seeing as how I've done stuff like this before.
I'll go first. I'll set the bar.
I have 0 2IC or squad lead know-how, experience, or training. I am a great candidate to go second.
Alright, Erdy, you're my squad lead today. Apparently, step on up next to me.
Well,
who wants to be 2IC?
I'll do it. It'll be funny.
Well, come on up here then.
Okay.
Alright. Grizzly and Artemis is your command section today. Look at them. Everybody give a good round of applause. Please don't fucking clap. To Artemis and Grizzly. Alright, Artie and Grizzly are going to be your squad lead and your 2IC. Squad lead, 2IC. Your objective here, there are 6 targets in this building. I would like those targets to either be killed or captured. I don't care how you get it done. I still suggest you clear every building, you know, 1 room at a time. So, you know, bottom floor, top floor, back to bottom floor, etc., etc. But that's entirely upon you. I'm going to go stand, like, I'm gonna just go invisible, and y'all can come, like, boot me, but I'm gonna basically just let y'all come up with the fucking, how y'all are gonna breach the building and anything silly like that. So, yeah, if you need me, just sneeze or something. I'm just gonna stand right here. Go for it.
Right, so May, Aji, Adder, you're with me. Saf, Nada, and Grizzly, you're a team. The way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna have Nada shoot out the window up there. Then May's gonna shoot what do you got in there? You got HE in there? Nice.
I also have HEDP if that would be better.
You're gonna get an HE round up there, then we're gonna breach the door. Grizzly's team, you take the upstairs, my team, we take the downstairs. We clear the first house, move on to the second one. We're not gonna put a CG around through the second one, but it's the same concept. Grizzly team upstairs, my team downstairs.
I feel like we should back off a little before we put the
I would
CG.
recommend before you do any of the CG shit, y'all figure out like a safe distance to stand and all that jazz.
I think a safe distance would be like that tree line all the way over there. Or like,
honestly, this is
Definitely safe, but that's a bit far, yeah.
This is fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed the instruction of move back out of the way.
Alright, so before we do all this starting stuff, I'm gonna switch to yelling. Remember, we're not looking for speed here. I'm looking for synergy. So if y'all feel like taking this shit at a fucking snail's pace, that's not gonna be a plus or minus on time. Frankly, if you go too fast, I'm gonna fucking drop a goddamn tungsten telephone pole on you. Cool? Cool.
Rods from God, my beloved.
Artie, Grizzly, you have the battlefield.
Alright. Are we all happy? Do we understand what our teams are?
Copy.
Alright, Nada, when you're ready. Hit it.
Hey, I actually got it through.
Enemy! Danger! Danger! Danger!
You.
Want me to just throw a RGD5 in there?
Yeah, open the door, throw one in.
Oh, a grenade.
Last one.
I'm working on medical. Go.
One contact down. Hey, got it. Going upstairs. Thank you.
I'm just gonna throw a grenade around this corner.
Yep, got it. Back off now.
There's a dude there, don't worry about it.
Gia, I'm still up. Who's up? Sound off.
Up.
May up. Anyone else up?
Negative, they collapsed the building on themselves. Y'all go ahead and... Nope, the mission's not done yet. Y'all go ahead and stack up. We're gonna wait on reinforcements on that.
Okay, May, you're with me?
You know the top floor's clear.
Gonna go this way?
What top floor?
We're gonna clear the bottom floor, we're gonna take this nice and slow, okay?
Are you going combat pace or walk?
Combat
We have
pace.
1 times reinforcement in the building now.
I'm gonna clear left, you're gonna follow me. Okay, long.
Friendly coming up your rear.
Copy. We're gonna secure the first floor, and then we're gonna go up. Okay, going up. I'm gonna clear left, May, you're gonna clear right, Artie, you're gonna cover wherever I can. Copy?
Copy.
1 down. Clear.
Clear.
Okay, let's go ahead and secure the first floor.
Landing floor clear.
Copy. Command, this is what remains of
When
Able.
the building is clear, y'all feel free to
Building
exit
secure.
from the way you came.
Exit area clear. What happened to half of the squad?
They dropped a building on themselves.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Funny.
CG round.
Alright, reinforcements
did
for
too.
second wave. Y'all go ahead and sit on outside the front. Fucking, we'll go brief on what happened, the pros and cons of explosive use. The CG round did a lot of damage to that fucking building. Jesus Christ.
The one dude that was in that room is definitely dead now, though.
Oh yeah, no, the guy in there legitimately got hit. You bounced it off his helmet.
Also, can I get a reveal? I was.
Yeah, I got you. Second, I'm gonna give everybody a Zeus Hill who was in the great house collapse of the housing market collapse of 2024. Fuck it.
Behold, the housing market.
All right, so I'm gonna go. I didn't realize I was doing that. I'm gonna go just hit an animation real quick and just give you a little briefing on what happened and what's going on. Oh hell yeah, Static Pose 3. I'm fucking with it. All right, this is everybody. All right, cool. Get on around. We'll Grizzly, fucking Artemis, come up on here, and I'll give y'all your general gist on this shit. So, here's how it went. Right. Knocked out the window. CG round in there. That one hit the fucking squad lead up on the top floor, directly in the head. Good job, man. That was good shot. Fucking, you cleared that first floor pretty damn effectively. Grizzly, good fucking throw. Grizzly, good fucking throw on that grenade. Landed right next to the second guy down there. Notably, did do a lot of damage. The CG round plus this grenade did put the damn building on like 60 HP, which is why when the second grenade went up upstairs, it did collapse the building. You did kill everybody up there though, so you know, like it wasn't a case it wasn't a case of, you know, the top floor fell out and then everyone on the top floor survived, and so now we had a big gunfight on the second floor or on the first floor. No, it was everyone up there just ceased to exist. And it does suck from a like casualty perspective, but on the other hand,
objective complete.
Yeah, on the other hand, y'all did kill everybody up there.
Notably, if Armo worked in a way that works, that wouldn't have.
That shouldn't have worked.
The RGD5 would not have just leveled the fucking building.
Yeah, if anything, it would have blasted maybe some of the wall out. I could see that. Collapsing the fucking structure.
I am gonna suggest
we're gonna chalk that one up to Grizzly throwing, or I'm guessing Grizzly that wasn't your second grenade. That was someone else's nade.
No, that was my nade.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Grizzly. Gonna say there. You just took a TM63 and threw it up there. We're gonna just call that a landmine.
It's like that one video the Russian soldiers.
I was gonna say you did the peacemaker thing of strapping a grenade to a tank shell.
Alright, Saf, give me a note.
Okay, so if we're gonna have designated first floor and second floor teams, let's have the first floor team go in first and clear the first floor. Since I was the second person in, I ended up at that side room there when I would have liked to have been going up the floor to go and handle second floor shenanigans.
That's
and
might I also suggest just one other thing? Artemis did get taken out by Grizzly's first grenade. So in general, if you're gonna do the grenade, do it before you stack up on the door, pop it through a window, and then have people move in. Try and be clear of any open doors. Open doors funnel that shrapnel straight out into you.
Already gave me the go-ahead to throw the grenade.
I'm not saying that you did it wrong. I'm just saying, just as a future note.
Yeah, that's not a you did the grenade throwing wrong. You shouldn't have done that. It's a Arma is very janky on fragmentation, so keep that in mind when you're stacking up next to grenades and shit.
Roger.
Also,
right.
I will keep that in mind.
To dictate on tap dancing, please don't stop in front of the door just like you have to keep moving.
Yes.
You almost buddy fucked me. I was I was a little upset. If it wasn't for the fact that dude in the side building decided he didn't want to be there anymore, that would have been one of our asses. Possibly better.
Possibly. Fucking.
Yeah.
So, I will say, the guy who was pieing off that corner, y'all did shoot him in the chest, and he said, didn't realize that wall wasn't bulletproof. I'm gonna leave. And he opened the second door and caught 2 in the back of his head, which I would have ran faster. TBH, I would have simply been better. In my personal view, I would have been better. Built different entirely. I'm fucking bro dip.
Alligator.
Yeah, I'm an
Oh my
alligator
God.
out of dip.
Oh shit! They said to fucking Carl Gustav to the second floor.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna drop my gun and throw my hands up.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're leading with the Carl Gustav,
Stop.
I don't know if they're bothering to like, oh, we're gonna take prisoners.
Oh
no,
yeah,
as
no.
soon
If
as
they're
they
leading
say
with the Carl
prisoners, more
Gustav,
like
it's
targets.
probably Spetsnaz rules here.
Carl Gustav, more like doorbell.
I will say though, y'all did pretty good, especially for the 2 people who had to handle the building just disappeared above us, type shit. Fucking remember. I'll give you like a big note here. If you're 2 different teams, right, and Team 2 get its okay, let's hypothetically we do this again. Team 2 goes upstairs, hits a landmine, fucking blast the shit out of everybody, right? Team 1, don't go back, don't go up there to try and unfuck shit. If Team 2 doesn't come back down there in one piece, just assume everybody's up there is dead, and like either defend your first floor while you wait for reinforcements, or kick in the second door and clear out the first floor of the damn building. That way you can definitively say both buildings' first floors are clear, and now all you're doing is watching the second floor of the second building, you know? In this case, first team said, the building disappeared above us. We're going to go clear the rest of the targets, and they did that. That's just one of many things they can do, right? I'm going to fucking run this back and put some more dudes in here. They're going to be in slightly different positions and shit. Also, I turned off the building's damage modeling tentatively. So if the CG round, we'll see if the CG round does anything, and I'll let y'all know before y'all kick the fucking door in again.
No more frisbee with Team 62s.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, you
only
can-
now have a heat and an HDP.
Right. We're gonna go
I
with
would just stick to throwing frags into windows personally, but
yeah.
Do we have a 40 mil?
Counterpoint.
Negative.
I love my concussion rifle.
See, on one hand, it's a case of like, yes, you should probably be throwing grenades instead, but also it's a case of sometimes
this is
Arma,
We like to have fun here.
not just that, it's also sometimes Arma is fucking straight stupid with what counts as like a window that is broken. And you don't want, everyone stacked up outside, and you're like, I'm gonna throw this grenade through the window, and you throw it at the glass pane that isn't there, and the grenade says, "Hey, so you know how it looks like the glass is gone? Fuck you!" And it bounces back, and you're just like, "Well, shit."
Yeah,
And-
I don't trust it to not bounce off of the actual window frame. That
Yeah.
Fucking goes
The
high
blue wood in the middle.
Squidward.
Yeah, and then it's just like, shit, we're gonna die, and then everybody fucking panics because they see the grenade land on them, and suddenly now you're dealing with a bigger problem than grenade fumble, or rather, enemy forces in the area. Now you're dealing with, fuck, we just fumbled a grenade directly on the squad. This could be suboptimal.
Who wants to run SL and who wants to do S2IC as we run it back?
Yep. Y'all come up with that. Fucking, I will say, y'all did that pretty effectively. Grizzly, you say you don't know how to do some shit, but you did handle your team pretty well going up the stairs. Y'all did pretty good up until the fucking TM62 incident, right? But like, that's
could have gone
outside
perfect.
of your, that is outside of your control, because like,
If I had better critical thinking, I would have just started blasting the fucking wood instead, because wood's not bulletproof.
Wood's not bulletproof, but also, you don't have a button telling you that building isn't going to blow up from a grenade. You just know, I don't know if there's a guy behind that wall. Fuck it, grenade. Like, making a decision like that isn't a bad thing, especially when it, goes up like that. Because you don't know if the grenade did it or if the guy behind that corner was a suicide bomber. You just know the building blew up, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can completely justify it as that was my grenade throw. Fuck, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. But also, had that been a guy with a dead man switch, you would have figured out it was a bomb when you shot him and he fucking blew up there. So, don't feel bad about doing a logical conclusion type thing. All right. Because the last thing you want to do is say, I'm not gonna throw a frag grenade up there, and you don't, and you mag dump the wall, and you just don't hit the guy, and so then he just shows up around the corner and kills everyone up there, and then it's like, no, I would rather the squad be like, hey, we blew up the building, than the squad being like, we didn't kill that random asshole with the M240 behind the fucking brick wall because we didn't think the grenade was gonna kill him. Like, no, eat a grenade. Easy peasy. Fucking hit him with something. Use your tools.
My whole thing with grenades is whenever I play Ground Branch, it's usually solo, and so to clear shit, instead of doing stupid CQB tap dancing, I actually just throw grenades in rooms because it's effective.
Yeah, exactly.
And I figured that would work over here because
I mean, it did work. It killed him.
Effective.
It killed him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the building on y'all. Effective to instead of going, I'm gonna go directly to this line of fire. Instead, just toss a grenade in first, and then go round up the survivors.
Yeah.
If there are any.
That being said, who wants to run SL and who wants to run 2IC?
Yep.
I can do 2IC.
I'll happily lead this time round.
Alright.
Yeah, next up we put a fucking guided round to the building.
May I also suggest one thing? May I suggest one thing that I learned from another unit that has actually really helped in terms of if you have to clear a building. Like, first line of defense, just CG the windows and then move on. But if you have to, suggestion on the stack: the person who opens the door is actually the last person through. The person who opens the door has one job. They hit the open interact button and they get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
It's the least janky way to do that.
Also, let's decide, do you want ground or first floor?
I can take first floor.
Okay, in which case your team hold until we call back that the first room's clear, and then
I will let y'all
once
know
you
when the
hear
building
that,
is ready.
We will... Sorry, let my brain catch back up. Yeah, essentially, ground team will go in. Once I give you the call of room clear for that first area, your team move through and start heading up to clear your section. Yeah, let's decide teams.
Wait, no, hold on.
Just do colors.
Ground and first floor?
European. Ground floor is our first floor. Our first floor is their second. Or their second. First floor is our second floor.
I'll convert to American call. So, do you want first or second floor?
Yeah, first.
Okay, in which case, your team go first. Once that first room's secure, call, and we'll start moving.
Sounds
happy. Saves the clusterfuck at the door. Right.
Who is on whose team?
Well, we seem to have two lines here. Take your pick of which line you want to get into.
Whichever one doesn't go to the second floor.
All right. Let's see. I think
That'll be
with
ours.
that.
Let's recruit Rush.
Hell yeah.
God.
All shields.
All right. Fucking building has its dudes set up. These guys will not be shooting still. Fucking. I will say.
Saf, is your team first one through the door?
These guys will only shoot when it is to tell you, hey, dumbasses, you should probably look out a little bit better.
Do you want to designate who's going to open the door and get the fuck out of the way then, Saf?
Sure. I'll open the door, and then, I don't know, Grizz, you can go first since you have that funny little Chinese
fucking
thing.
The Chinese version of the Roni?
Yeah.
It's like the whatever that thing is, but cool.
Last detail for my team.
It
While
is
we're
still
waiting
just
for the...
as fucking useless.
While we're waiting
Take
for the
that
entry
back.
team to make their entry and call secure, we'll keep an eye on the windows.
Yeah, I want to make my pistol bulkier and just put it in a big, cool-looking frame.
Yes,
It has
but look.
30 round mags.
Yeah, it has 30 rounds.
Understood?
May, I know what you mean. Don't worry, May.
Normal pistols have 30 round mags.
Yeah, but this is cooler.
Anyways, I would like Grizz and Artie to be the first two through. You guys will focus on actually clearing this room and making sure that no one comes down from the stairs. Chia, I would like you to go and handle that door and make sure no one's flooding in from the second building.
Copy.
Once everything is clear, call it through to me, and then we'll let the second floor people handle their
Copy.
business.
Got it. Again, my two, we will cover the windows from out here, make sure that there is nobody trying to drop grenades on us. Happy?
Sounds good to me.
Building is ready for your use. Good luck. Have fun.
Alright. Are we leading with frags, starting with a CG?
Well, CG ended poorly last time. Let's go with frags.
It actually worked quite well.
I mean,
It did until
Arma
the
is
building,
fucking-
there were
or in
adverse
fact,
side
actually,
effects.
you said that there is building damage has been disabled this time.
It has been disabled. If you, it has been disabled. If
Yeah,
y'all
fuck
want to
it.
like test it, if y'all fire a CG round at the building and
Oh,
it, for
no.
some reason
Sorry,
takes
sorry.
that was a good handle on that situation. Outstanding,
Now that we
y'all.
have that out of our system, let's not do that again.
Yeah.
Anyway,
On
someone
second
took
thought-
all the medical supplies out of my
Fucking
backpack,
nothing.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Alright, I
literally
don't
saw it
think
bounce
I'm
off
running.
non-existent glass. That was great.
That's
Oh wait,
And
no,
this is
someone
why.
took my entire backpack.
And
Never
this
mind.
is why I mentioned the whole. Sometimes it'll just not do. It'll ignore the glass. Sometimes it won't. Saf, you good?
I'm good. Is everyone else fine?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm just
fine.
bruised.
I
The bullet
ran
Right.
into the- hit the decking in the right way.
Okay, what we'll do then, in which case we'll back off to a safe distance. We'll put an 84 through the window. Your team move up. We'll cover from about 20-30 meters out. Call us up when you are ready for us to move in.
After this go around, can I quickly go?
No,
can I go back to the after we
just
fire
voice.
the building this time?
Yeah.
Can I go back to the arsenal and like get all my medical shit? That's the only
Yeah,
thing missing.
sure.
Okay,
just after this.
Fucking.
second floor team over here.
I will inform y'all if the building takes any
Natalie, your
damage from the
second
CG round.
Okay, if y'all want to get up in the line that you're going to be in, so
Yep.
HE in the
Let
back.
me know when you're stacked up and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm tailing Charlie.
Alright.
You're actually gonna be first to the door,
Okay,
Saf, then
hit
you're
it.
gonna peel off at the end.
Your call.
Yeah.
Hit it. Light blast clear.
Time to go.
Move!
Building's still 100% HP.
Good, good.
Hell yeah.
Enemy!
In fact, mate, keep an eye on that.
fuck was that
side
noise?
where the building is.
Alright, y'all ready?
Yeah,
Ready? Yeah.
pop it and get out of the way.
I'm worried about those other windows.
Grace, you're first through. Grace, you're first through.
Most of our forces.
No grenades. All right. I'm gonna toss a fucking nade in here just on the off chance.
Okay, back off.
Oh shit.
One down upstairs.
Okay, I'm moving. Grace, I'm moving.
Dude in here got knocked on his fucking ass.
Okay, second floor team, move.
Don't fucking materialize through the wall.
Okay,
Second floor team can come in.
Yep, moving in.
stand back, Grace. I've got the MG, so.
Stairwell clear.
Right.
Room clear.
Hey, did y'all hear all that gunfire over there?
Alright, already let me through. Thank you.
Boy.
Is that all of us on this floor?
Thank you, 556 AMP5.
Fine.
Okay.
My leg.
Yep, moving across to the next building. Second team moving
Alright,
up behind
second floor
third.
team's here.
Copy. Moving in. I'm gonna take left.
Okay. On the next floor.
Long left, clear. Gonna hold first floor, so move behind me.
Holding stairs.
Oh, hey, you might want to look next to you on the floor.
Go let's sweep stairs.
Throwing grenade right.
Well, that sucks.
Outside, holding.
Room clear. Coming out.
Shit, sorry.
You're good.
I don't try to body block, it just happens to Zarma.
Okay. First floor
I'm gonna
clear.
go down the way
Second floor
upstairs.
clear, coming down.
Building clear.
Building clear. Alrighty. I think we're good.
I think we've earned tungsten rod.
Oh, hang on.
Dumbass.
Building clear.
God damn. God fucking damn. Alright, I'll be outside. Y'all go figure out how to get out of there.
doors.
Alright, single file. Okay. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got 2 on the outside.
We do?
Other side of the building.
Yep,
I think.
5, 6, that's everyone. Right, regroup on the front door.
Alright, let's see how that one went. Building didn't take building did pretty good. Let's go ahead and clean up these bodies.
Who was that dude crawling around over there?
Over which way?
In front of that second building.
Oh, fucking that was the guy who was supposed to be in the tunnel who then materialized through the tunnel and got murdered instantly. It was very funny.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it turns out this thing fucks really hard.
Yeah, it turns out 9mm fucking plus PAP is fucking annoying as shit to deal with, Lamal. Thank God. Thanks, China, for running the only fucking... thanks, China, for using 9mm NATO. Jesus. Alright, so let's see. Situation, y'all opened the door, guy wasn't behind the cover. Bro was kind of sitting there like, hi, hello, and then got immediately mag dumped. That was pretty effective. Guy in the fucking door fray got dealt with pretty effectively. Y'all did pretty good handling the clearing of shit. Honestly, the only issue I could see was the man in the funny pixel was sitting down on the staircase and managed to turn towards the wall, and fucking Saf just kind of stepped right over him.
I thought he was dead. He was
Yeah,
not.
he kind of looked dead. He kind of looked dead. No, the play
He just
was...
looked
User
like he
in
was
your
having
channel
a
timed
midlife
out.
crisis in the middle of a combat zone.
Yeah, no, the play was he was gonna basically turn around when y'all had just let him vibe. So good on y'all for like checking that. I was not sure if he. My real thing was I was hoping he was gonna sit still, like looking down the staircase, so y'all would just see a man sitting on the stairs. But I'm kind of happy he turned around and kind of made it look like he was dead.
User
Very
joined
nice.
your channel.
I'm sad to say
Dead people
the
don't
deck crew
nod their
dude.
heads.
I'm sad to say the deck crew dude stopped dancing after the second grenade entered the building, so y'all didn't get to see the man doing the fucking robot when y'all got to the top of the stairs. That was funny. Y'all did handle that pretty well, because I was straight up expecting him to catch a bullet, just for vibing there. So good on y'all for not doing that. Saf, good to I seeing. There was a tiny lack of communication. Fucking Grizzly didn't know if it was supposed or if she was supposed to throw a grenade in the building.
Yeah.
And so there was like a 2 second, not even 2 seconds, like 1.5 second delay where it was like the door opened and y'all shot the guy.
Nothing was happening.
And then it was just like, what's going on? But I do like that instead of like somebody just throwing themselves in there, Grizzly did just come back and Grizzly said, guess no grenade, and just went for it. A lot of the key shit is just remembering, like, if shit doesn't go your plan, you still attempt to do shit. So, instead of having Grizzly not go in, Grizzly said, fuck it, I'm gonna go in, and just went in. So that was good.
User in your channel timed
There
out.
was teeny bit of a delay trying to like coordinate Team 1 and Team 2, but that wasn't it wasn't an issue enough where it was like Team 1 doing their own shit and then Team 2 not knowing what the fuck was going on. So it wasn't that much of an issue. Now they're pretty good on that. Keeping one team outside to just keep the door, like the building facade clear, pretty good idea. Thanks Adder for that Anglo tactical bullshit there. I say Anglo tactical bullshit, more like Cold War bullshit, Cold War countering or Cold War building clearing
Lessons
stuff.
learned from shenanigans in Ireland.
Real. Honestly, y'all did pretty good with that. If y'all want to run this another time or another one, y'all can, or we can go give y'all some clusterfuck bullshit to get up to.
I'm gonna go load up my medical backpack. I'll be right back.
Go load up the medical backpack. Yep.
There goes Nada. We knew it was coming. Or no,
that
that's
was Grizzly resetting to go grab medical shit.
Guess that's one way to get back to the box.
I mean, look, it is. I was gonna teleport
It's
him.
faster.
I was just gonna teleport them. In fact, I'm gonna teleport us all there because.
Can I wait? Can I please hit the ATC tower with a heat round?
You can put a heat round into the ATC tower.
All right, clear back blast. Otherwise, fuck you. Oh shit! I need to actually load a heat round in order to fire a heat round.
I was low-key expecting it to just ice, Grizz.
I was hoping if I stepped in line of fire at the last second.
You fucking don't.
Don't worry, Grizz.
I will fucking shoot you the next time you do that.
Fuck you.
You will not be coming back.
Okay.
Oh, but
Okay, everyone can relax now.
Yeah. Chill pills taken and all that jazz. Alright. So, we're gonna go do some infantry bullshit. Infantry fighting bullshit. We're gonna be doing infantry fight of the infantry. It's the fight filled with infantry, believe it or not.
That's a bad fight.
Did they throw a
What
grenade?
you mean that's a bad fight?
fine.
Okay. It didn't give,
Just took a fucking
so it
piece
didn't
of
give me
shrapnel
animation of me doing that?
That's funny.
Okay, so the backpack I have isn't actually in the arsenal. So whenever
what I
I
actually wanted to do.
whenever I go to
See,
load
there's a
up my
building.
thing, it just deletes the backpack. And
Jesus, you fragged again?
It's a safe one though. We're good.
Could I also get a zoo seal?
Y'all are gonna be doing a lot of that bullshit because we're going to Air Station Mike 69. Cool.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna be real, my internet seems to be actively dying at the moment, so...
Yeah.
If you want to hop out, Nada, I will
Yeah.
not blame you.
Alright, see ya, nuts.
See
User
you,
left
Nada.
your
Have a
channel.
good one.
There she goes.
There she goes. There she
Consequences
goes.
of wearing UCP.
Real.
Remember, kids, this is what happens when you wear UCP.
what it feels like to chew 5 gum.
It feels like the 5 chew.
I didn't even go through like half a mag back there.
I didn't fire a single shot
Yeah,
other than the
congratulations.
CG.
Like I said, if y'all we're gonna gun fight Air Station 69, Air Station Mike 69, I should say. So
Who wants to do SL and 2IC for this?
let's see.
Here.
I'm gonna grab a 40 mil. Do we have any 40 mils?
Yeah.
I got one.
So we've got one on the G36, we've got one on the 416 D16.5, we've got one on the 417. I think we've got one on the Goofy Austrian. No, the Goofy Austrians don't. Yes, the Goofy Austrians do have one right at the bottom of the list.
I think we need to do a better job of making sure the shit in the pre-made loadouts is also in the arsenal.
Yeah, some pre-building and shit.
I'm gonna switch over to the Steyr HFAR because it's funny.
Do you still
Hopefully
want
this
me
one
carrying
doesn't
extra
get-
ammo for you?
At this point, probably not. Just say 40.
Yeah, alright.
Hopefully this one doesn't get sent into the stratosphere.
I'm debating of whether having the 3 times optic it has much point to it or not. It's very weird to actually have those in op.
What do you mean we're not poor?
No, we're poor in different ways. Okay, that's kind of baller. I want an HK now.
All hail rifles with 16-inch or so 14.5 through 20-inch barrels with LPVOs. All hail.
I will not.
Alright, so tactical situation at Air 69, Air 69, Christ. Air Station Mike 69, Ion forces have fucking been there. They're currently doing a limited rotation. Y'all are gonna go there and, how many of y'all played that Call of Duty Ghost mission, man, when you had to go break into
I
the
played
fucking...
through all of Ghosts.
Yeah, you're gonna basically
Ghosts,
go
I
into,
love
relieve the Ion forces there of their lives, and then ambush an Ion convoy coming in slightly later with some equipment and shit. So
Ghosts
yeah,
is the only Call of Duty game I've played.
yeah.
It's
So
the best
basically,
one.
They're
y'all
all
are gonna
the same
move into the
fucking game.
location to eliminate the local Ion forces there, and then kind of LARP as the actual defenders of that place. When the Ion dudes show up, you're gonna be like, "Hello, yes, we have been here for a hot minute. Yep. Go ahead and move the vehicle to X, Y, and Z." And then when they move vehicle to X, Y, and Z, either ambush them and take said vehicle, or rather ambush and defend that vehicle. Or, if you could get them to fuck off without needing to kill them, that's also a play. You could do that way, it just depends. It's just, I would like that vehicle not to be destroyed. It's going to be like a very, very scientific looking Hemet or something like that, generally speaking.
So I'm doing the AR instead of MG thing. I have so many 42 round mags though.
Good God! What?
Is this a real AUG moment?
How much do you weigh?
55 pounds.
That's
What?
actually less than me. I'm at 74.
I don't know.
18 42 rounders in the backpack alone.
Well,
What
you see,
sorcery?
Saf.
What?
Polymer.
Or the bullets, Paul?
No, but the magazines are.
The ammo
Hogs is
exists.
light.
You can get it at Bass Pro.
Believe it or not, when the squad automatic weapon is a mag-fed machine gun, it can be super fucking light for a lot of ammunition. That's what the belt feed nerds don't want you to understand. You will be coming from the road up downhill from it, so I'm gonna basically put a vehicle out there that y'all can move later, but it's basically just gonna serve as y'all respawn vehicle. It's the hey, yeah, no trust. There's just some nerds there. Don't worry about their car. It's fine. They're chilling. Don't worry.
Do we not have anything in 7.6.2 NATO?
Find a 417.
No.
Actually, I would say you all should probably get 417s, considering Ion has real body armor.
No.
Okay.
I'll do it. Actually, I quite like 7.6.2 NATO because I'm based.
My solution to their body armor is 42 round max.
Are you gonna throw them at them?
Oh, I'm gonna hold down the trigger.
One for every
No, she's gonna break their
Ion
ribs.
personnel there.
One for each plate.
They don't want you to know this, but you can't just switch to fully automatic.
God,
She's
that's
gonna
okay.
break
Hold
their
on.
ribs. That's just gonna happen. Alright, now I get to go throw ammo into my rig yet again.
The joys.
Yes, Sav.
I'm doing the math. Hold on.
I'm doing the math. Hold on.
Okay, and you've got at least 19 mags. Hold on.
I have 19. 18 in the backpack, one in the thing, and then because we're facing Ion, the chest rig is entirely grenades.
Now I get to play fucking Barbie with the optic. Figure out which one I want on here. Ugh. Ugh.
Brother, ugh.
Exactly.
I've just gone with a
What
simple
is
two.
that?
I've just gone with a simple 2 times with a red dot over the top. Just nice having a little bit of magnification sometimes.
The fact that all that ammo is only 20 pounds angers me.
That's the power of 5.56.
I'm only carrying 5 mags.
It's the power of polymer magazines, 5.56, an intermediate caliber machine gun that isn't belt fed. The power. This is a power that you wouldn't find in the United States Army.
No kidding. This is the power you find in the United States Army.
I was gonna
Please
say,
let
what
me just rip the flip-up sights off of this thing.
what we should do, because of this, is an Australia 1980s bullshit in Indonesia op.
Oh god, it'd be fun.
Speaking of ops, I've still never done a checkpoint op.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have ideas for how to do one of those, don't you worry. I have many ideas for how to do one of those.
Let's do convoy ops in GWAT where we do nothing but sit in a convoy and drive around doing fucking nothing.
Sounds like fun.
No, it's not. It fucking sucks. I hate it.
Yes, I was being sarcastic.
As a joke. That's why. Also to make you all suffer the way I have. It's fucking terrible. I got to sit in the fucking Humvee as sniper bait. I didn't actually have to interact with the locals. But it still fucking sucked.
Are we all ready?
Alright.
Yep.
Who's our
Convoy...
SL and who's our 2IC?
Oh yeah, I might want to come up with that.
Well, I call not it, because I just did it.
I think it's, at this point, I think it's already an adder.
I'm here.
I already done it once too, don't worry. Well, I mean,
the only people who haven't done it has been May and you.
Okay, I guess it's me and I.
Nope. I lost Syria and Bashar?
Yeah, you can in
Sorry,
fact.
that came out of nowhere.
You can in fact opt not to. If y'all really want, I could lead it.
I mean, I can too.
I'll do
I
SL.
the tube.
I'll do SL then. It's gonna be weird with the H-bar, but I can do it.
That's fine.
Nah.
I've led
Ajia.
squads with weirder.
Ajia, squad leads don't have to have a tiny gun. It just
Yeah.
means, when you... It just means, Ajia, when you, say machine gun or kill that fucker, you have to then like, oh wait, that's me.
Yeah, I have to say it to myself. Me, kill that fucker.
Oh hey, good news. The arsehole who spread the fake news that started all the shit in the UK has been arrested.
It hasn't been shot yet?
They don't have guns there. We're gonna use the bamboo.
Yeah,
We do, but it's very rare. We do, but it is quite rare for people to be shot in this country.
Don't y'all have like fucking y'all don't need like tax stamps or whatever for suppressors?
Yes,
I heard that
they
stuff.
don't.
I wish
Yeah.
I'm so
suppressors
mad.
were
I
as
won-
legal here as they are
Yeah,
in various
exactly.
places in Europe.
You know, AGL?
Yeah, the
What?
difference is
If-
that for a
if
rifle
I
like
were able
this,
to
I would need to get a
run a
Section
certain
5 license,
squad
and I don't think I
setting,
would even get.
You would still have the AUG. It would
Section
just be a
5.
9mm.
We
Pretty
do.
sure it's a
We do have a 9mm
like,
para
first
AUG, I
aid
think.
shotguns and shit or some
Exactly.
garbage like that.
It
no,
is
you
the one
can
in the
get them for
box.
recreational
It's fine.
purposes, but again, the paperwork and the requirements, like in this
A-
country, in
anywho's.
Yokora, we actually require them to be securely stored, and that the ammunition be stored separate to the weapon.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
guess
too
my
America
I know.
brain,
Revolver
but I
at my
struggle
bedside
to
floor.
understand the rest of the world's fascination with keeping people from having guns. It just makes no sense to me.
Anyway,
it
where's
doesn't
our
change
Vic,
anything.
or how are we getting there, Shock?
I got you. This is how we're getting there. So I'm just gonna grab all of us, all right? Just grab all of us. We're gonna walk over there. Cool.
Buppity-boop.
Zoop.
Bippity boppity. Now this is gonna be real shitty if this just teleports us into death, but that's okay. Man, this is gonna be jank.
It'll be for the bit.
Hey, it didn't kill us. Cool.
Okay.
So there's your vehicle right up there. It's been properly opened and up and all that shit. The air station's upstairs a little bit. Sorry, I got moved. I went over here because a bunch of you nerds decided to hop into it. You're still technically in stealth, and you'll be in stealth until someone decides, until someone either checks your papers and realizes y'all aren't supposed to be there, or y'all start shooting bitches. So,
Copy.
Oh, I
Okay.
will say,
I've
if
got our
you shoot-
location marked.
I will say, if you start shooting bitches, right, and you kill everybody up at the air station, the convoy won't know you're hostile.
Copy.
Because, they don't have comms to the fucking building. So y'all should be
Okay,
fine.
so we're trying to capture the Vic at the convoy. Copy.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't give a fuck if the Ion dudes get captured with it. I just want that vehicle.
Okay, so everyone's gonna mount up and we're gonna approach, and we're gonna go to the first checkpoint. We're gonna get there, we're gonna open the doors, we're gonna kill every single motherfucker, and then we're gonna stash their bodies elsewhere.
Right on.
Sure.
Who do you want driving?
Artemis, can you drive?
Sure.
Shotgun, we have some body bags in the van.
Yeah, I'll put some body bags in there.
Merci.
I was gonna say maybe we could try like a little bit of roleplay. No, we're just shooting them.
Well,
Look, if anybody needs medical
we'll
or
try to
something,
get it. They're gonna check our papers. Is gonna be the thing.
Okay, so are we gonna like hop out while they're
City
looking at the
about
papers
insurance. No,
and
it's just
you know?
Yeah, we're gonna hop out. I'm gonna do some bullshit, and when I say, wait, those are the wrong papers, let me get them from my pocket, y'all pop out and shoot them.
Roger.
Did you all hear that?
Got it.
Did you
What?
two hear that? Okay, no, they didn't.
It
When
was very muffled.
when we get out, we're all gonna get out. We're gonna be giving our papers to them, and I'm gonna say, wait, those aren't the correct papers. Here are the correct papers. You all start shooting.
Okay.
What
Anyway,
if we
close
just
the
tell
doors.
them we saw some sketchy dudes who look vaguely Arab and they go run off because they're racist?
I don't think that's gonna work, but we can give it a shot. Let's
mean,
go
it's
ahead and close the
Ion.
door.
It's not the
it's not
worst
letting me.
idea I've had.
I don't know if there is a door on this side to close.
I don't have a driver's side door, so.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, Ion. Alright, just to repeat, when the call for wrong papers is made, that's when everyone pops out and starts shooting Ion personnel.
Copy.
Well, we're right here,
Yeah,
so you
okay.
might want to shut up.
Yeah.
Roger that, shutting up.
Ooh, man.
Hello. How are you today?
Hello. We're doing pretty good.
We're security. They sent extra security for the convoy coming up, so just sent us. Yeah, let me get my paper.
I'm gonna go grab my boss so he can
Okay.
go check your papers.
Cool. Sounds good.
This is fuck. That's what I want.
Stretch my legs a little bit.
Hey, yo, boss man. Car down there is about for security shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Alright, sure. I'm gonna be down there. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna go set up the fucking shit for the paper scanning. Cool. You see any ID on them? No, but it's probably those other fucking PMCs. Yeah, those guys. I'll fucking. Alright, cool. I'm gonna just keep working on the computer. You tell them to go hang out for a couple of seconds. Cool? Cool. Hey, yo, boss man says he'll be down in a second. He just wants y'all to like chill for a bit. He's just setting up
Okay.
the software.
Oh, that new Adobe update.
Something like that.
Did you read the terms and conditions? They now own like everything that you make on Adobe.
No, that tracks. They're fucking fascist. Alright. I'm here for your paper.
Okay. Oh, here's. Wait. No. Okay. Actually, no. It's this papers. Okay. Saf, May, and Grizz, check up there. Artie.
Alright. Mate, follow me.
I'm on it.
Adder, and then Adder, once we've got this building clear, we're gonna get the body bags.
Got it.
Adder, I'm gonna pop the door and you're gonna clear. Got it? Go.
Ready. Moving. Window left, room clear.
Copy.
Door right, door right.
Copy. Pop it, and I'm gonna pop the door and search.
Right.
We're clear.
Okay.
There's
Move
another
on
door
the
here.
Okay.
Opening. I'm gonna open up a door, and it's gonna be yeah. You're gonna see me. There's one behind you.
Yep.
Artie, you up?
Room clear.
Gonna
Door
go
clear.
upstairs.
Sounds like a party over there.
Yeah. Do you hear where Artie is? You want to go clear the top floor?
We'll finish floor by floor.
Copy.
Room clear.
Last room. Room clear.
Floor clear.
Hey, Adder and whatnot, me and whoever else are going up.
Copy. Do you know where Artie is? Hey, Adder, I'm coming back up.
Yep, sweeping.
Copy. I'm gonna head back down and we're gonna start body bagging.
East side clear. Floor clear. Building clear.
Building clear, let's start body bagging. Oh, the body's disappeared. Never mind. Adder,
Yep.
get the Vic and park it behind there so it's not super in sight. Anyone on 110? Negative, I'm not on 110. A Geo 110?
This is Saf.
Lima Charlie.
Copy. Let's rally up now that we have everything down by the front gate. Okay. Let's rally up by the Vic.
Roger that. We've got 2 bodies up there.
Copy. Oh, well, they won't be able to see him.
Yeah.
Anyone injured?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
Idea, if we're planning to bounce that convoy as an idea.
Yeah?
CG on the roof, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking May's up there along with Grizz. I'm gonna send Adder and Artie up there, and I'm gonna go up there.
On it.
Actually, negative. Artie?
Yep.
You wanna be down here. You're gonna greet the convoy and let them know that, when they come here, check their papers, and then you and Saf will do that, and, actually, no. Do we want to attack the convoy before they get in, or do we want to... let's actually just... Let's have you two there to at least signal them in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it might be
them
better
in
to
might
bring
work
them
best.
in and then, yeah, slap them once they're...
Yeah, I'm gonna let May know that we're gonna have her hit the rear one, and we're gonna take the front vehicles. Copy?
Alright, I'll take position up here.
Yeah. Hey, May? May, Grizz?
I'm hearing engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get back away from the roof for a bit, so they don't hear you immediately, or don't see you immediately. We're
I'm
gonna
hearing engines to the west. Everyone
Copy.
get set.
we're gonna let the first vehicle in. Artie and Blackadder are gonna talk with them, and then you are gonna hit the rear vehicle to trap them in. Got it?
What do we do if the rear vehicle's the target vehicle?
The rear vehicle's the target vehicle. Don't engage. Yeah, with the CG.
Hit the thing in front of it?
Negative, because they'll be too close to Artie in.
Gotcha. Alright.
Best I load heat, so Arma isn't fucking.
If you want to take this wall that I've got.
I'll take the
I
law.
like the CG.
I'll take the law.
I'm gonna be up in enfiladating fire up there, Artie. MRAP coming up with Ion, guys. No eyes on target Vic.
Roger that.
Target Vic coming up after MRAP. About 50-meter spacing. There's a Hummer also between MRAP and Target Vic.
Eyes on target Vic. Hemet with a box on the back.
There are 2 Hemets. Let's just be careful. I can see another one.
Roger.
Okay, there's a rear Vic that's soft skinned, so be prepared to engage it. Hey, Southland may know to engage to the south. We're just gonna go ahead and kick it off shortly. They're gonna be south downslope from you.
Roger that.
Once May has eyes on, let me know. No joy up there, Saf?
I'm not seeing anything with that Vic in the very back.
It would be nicer if y'all could move those vehicles like a little bit more in, just so I can have like good eyesight on everything. And you said your commander was in the rearmost?
Saf, be prepared to law that MRAP.
Roger that.
May, if you have joy, go ahead and engage.
Engaging.
Reloading. Adder's down. Okay, rally up. Okay, we've got 2 Vics here. Artie, Saf, you're gonna get in those 2. May, and Adder, you're gonna get in that Ion Vic there, and Grizz and I are gonna get in the van. We'll provide rear.
What's the plan exactly? I've only just got back.
You're getting in with May in that Humvee your front.
And going where?
We're headed back out towards HQ. We're en route to HQ, and we're gonna Grizz and I are gonna take that van as rear security. Command be advised, this is Able. We've secured 2 Hemets. We are headed to HQ now. I guess we'll take, Van's actually gonna take lead Vic. Let's roll.
Roger that.
going to go ahead and set convoy pace at 60.
Roger that. Pace 60.
Grizzly, can you check and see where we're gonna need to turn to get to the HQ?
I do not know. I cannot see the vehicle on the map, therefore I'm useless.
We're at 08492.
Oh yeah, no, we keep going here. We just keep going, and then once we get like, and then we take a fucking left eventually. Yeah, just keep going, take the next left.
That's left, Raj.
User left your channel.
Maybe advise we're approaching airfield now with the convoy. Go ahead and park them up in the hangar.
Roger that.
Didn't realize this thing was also going to be holding the Flannel Enthusiasts convention.
Neither did I. I had no idea which Hemet was the actual target, so I figured we better take both.
I mean, fuck it,
Yeah.
you took all of them back, which is
Like,
not what I asked for, but I am
mission
not upset.
completed.
So,
I
mean,
think the only
User
small
joined your
observation
channel.
I have about this,
it's gonna move
like the entire
there.
execution
You
of
don't
that,
need to worry about those guys.
was generally fine. I think the only observation I have, having been the one who was on the water tower that's ceased to exist, is probably could have planned exactly who was going to hit roughly what better. I didn't. If I'd known you were going to put 66 into that Humvee area, I wouldn't have stood on that tower. Otherwise,
that's, that's fair. I was kind of, I don't know, a little bit freaking out, like, where are the vehicles? What are we supposed to hit,
yeah, that's fair. But
Yeah, and I was
was
trying to
wondering
coordinate
about
it all via radio, so...
No, yeah.
Oh, well, there's first problem. I don't have a radio on me.
I didn't know we were using them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, we definitely were. We're on one
No,
side.
I just don't.
Like, I
touch
have one, I
radios.
just never heard what our short range was.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was trying to get May to hit the MRAP and then
Appreciate that. Take your guys up there.
Saf on the rear, or no, May was on the rear Vic and Saf was on the MRAP.
No. It was the other way
ended
around.
up
Oh.
switching.
May hit the MRAP with the big N. I
Fair
logged
enough.
that pickup that was all the way in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's. I'd say that more comes down to we probably should have prepped a bit more before we left and made
Yeah.
sure of the radio shit, but that's. Things panned out,
Honestly-
so fine.
Yeah, y'all not
That
having
stuff that would have
radios
been
didn't-
ironed out better, like
Not
in
having the
regular.
radios didn't lead to a giant clusterfuck.
Yeah, exactly.
that,
You s-
yeah.
We still achieved the aim with minimal casualties. Again,
I
that's
did.
no-
I did watch you get launched into space.
I still need to earn my pilot tabs. And I will continue to remind the unit of that until I have them.
Okay.
Well, when we end up with a
Oh, don't
platoon
you
that
worry.
regularly has air assets,
Yeah.
No, I meant like a helicopter or something.
Yeah. Well, we need a
Don't
platoon for that.
Don't worry. I have.
We do
I
that
am in
with
the.
squads regularly. Well, not regularly, semi-frequently.
I do have to run off to a haircut.
I am
Have
in
fun.
fact in the middle of building a small op